kesi antimi ntiri wo ho wo pagya ne tia no what break ene na me de mepe na me nwan mo so de omo pepa de bia omo test tube no atwa red mienu nso omo nka nokore no kwate dindin ene mu do eni odi wi anya anopa yi apra na opra nya na wo tonyo opra nyina na wo tonyo opra nyina na okuru so asa agbocho sa na tie ti kwate dindin no na ekọ papa sisi ayade aba enti tafre kwate ho pa de na minim ye twemu ene kwate ni de nyina mempene there be yade aba o se me so how is ne die tama no ba sane no so you okay afa so onye okay so amfa mra na ma chine fa nhehye so me die ena make an me so you okay dia so a driver ni ti me pese obetena se ama ne sisi enti so ka se die me you okay am say ye kakra reserve ma me another day so what ya say sa na yakọ die adua na atọ no na we de kwai we se kwate asa utwa na de atoja so wo de yare wuti wi aso kra ye de ntepa na no apedro bia no ba efiwi ase ade de adro no so de anu oden dodo 4 hours na enwo enti be so ko fa de o yusu adro nti na me maje me seti am so mete ho no style me papa nyanya mi butu na nu ogbo me tu se ta ano
oni wada na se yinu ensori bi mu a kote no ensori bi mu a eno ase mu be ba ko no ma pedro akopedro se na mitimi nda ho sa nti na se me pe ba bi fa me pe metwempra na miti da kote no ho na enye ya na me bebi wo ha no be ye ya ma me ame nkoda ho me ko di ye no kote awudi se wo ya no hwe enye yi o kote awudi o ya no hwe enye yi nti na ne de se mo ya na se still enye ye de enye me fault
it's me twa be 30 minutes but 30 minimum but maximum ne de me bo pa me my bo be an hour and then you see se me gina here me share na se me gina here dia ba se me nye ready me gina here dia se 30 minutes bi obetimi enya tia didim ba me gina here dia obo me bo we met my boy an hour and then hour and 10 minutes or air je met my boy but sometimes so boy no abre also we jai nti no abre no je sa na obewu man de odu machi a obewu nti no o bona se ohun so ahun odin sa na we jai se de se me boy na se mu se nsori bi mu na se kotia ne ntimi nsori na ma ya na se nye ye dia na se ma traffic na ma pem ba bi ato se ne de kotia ni nyadwuma de ase na mema ya asa ese woni nyibiem tene de no wetwa fe no ayi na akọ bi ba ma biem a untimi nya na hwe na ase aja uhu ana de oni ahwe bi sa na akọ ba bi na aja wadane akọkora bi o ba be ya o se nyadwuma biem e be ya go hwe sese na ufili ya na bedum na bi na hwe de wi amesi fili na bedum na bi na mintimi fili biem e be ya me yatu me je ma wali nti se oba no edu stage bi na se bia onya sad na o se mitimi tena ho se me so e ba se o so tena ho sa se ono so akwa sa na o chi no kura na wuja na enye ne yawo go mu se adu na enye adwuma dada ti o chi na enye ne ya nti sa no o chi no kura na je wasa apa na cho na ati ho se le bi obanu anu aduane bia mu odi na ato no ati ade ho sa
yo edie se o pese odi na se utimi ko 3 rounds a edie ye mirika ya botre ba so di mirika na se odi enche na ho aba ba unya botre na se wo ko ne kakra kakra wo ne side and side da wo mu kakra no ba echi kakra no wo ne kakra no ba echi kakra no nya botre man ba se wo le gidigidi wo mu a eno enche na ho aba untimi ko 3 rounds eno kra ba bre one round de metumi ko be at least me be 2 hours because me anka se me di kan musu me nya botre transe o nya botre transe no ma akoma to yam but obi ho no mu da wo hu ne sa na ebia na fe so adidie mu nye aduane bi wo ha wodi asabe wodi aduane bi wo kodi anche na ho aba won wodi no kono kwade no drinks ni ade enu sa na enche na osisi mu emre sabe kote no kra no wodi chemu na chemu na mi sa adwo bo se ne fe do wo kra nwo ese wutu ɛno sa na enye bon sɛ twetwe ma ansa na mbra ana mi ansa na mbra ɛno nye wo yɛ bɛma na wo bɛma to firi ma wo tumi sɛ gyina so betumi da kɔ second one wɔn ɛno sa no sɛ yes wo wie na sɛ bia wo tumi no asan numusu wo numusu bon sɛ musu firi kakra kakra betete ɛno sa no sa hoɔde na asan aba
what's the romance and brands and sex? Now, I wouldn't feel anything. I have to feel something. It's either you lick me, I suck you. That's it. And a metaphor. Metaphor, it's ice cream walk, I mean, the baby metaphor. That one, there is necessary. It's fun. It's not like something hard, so it's just fun. And honey, like I said, so bad, I would take it because it's necessary. So, I'm promise saying, starting there, when I will fail it, so that's why you will take it.
Say me me share condom pa na me dey twa pa dey emfa so bia ni suma me because obi no obedi tofin obedi ne hunu na afra ade no wudi na wudi what dey say na wudi a wo share condom uso dey uso for nin sana say dey ene uso etwedie no uso wuni what dey say enya afi na wo share condom na we na bia me di oba na me share condom me mpe condom ana we be man so training na o sisi me dey. What I say? Near condom abesha na be mo ismail dey. Enya no kure. The obaka say o she condom na ho mantem bi enya no kure. O mantem. Me say me she condom ma. Me eno ka 1 minute kwa ma. Me ho be isi but ma she condom ma. Me tumi yaduma ma me ho tomi ankasa. Dey anu body the obaka mi say o she condom ma. O mantem bi ana me tumi the bugos enya no kure. What I say? Me condom nation any sen for ni sen na ma for me play. Eso me she condom. Me tumi the dem ni sen don so me she condom. Ba me so nyin sen me o ba me no twempra check ra ba say odi nyin sen kra ba be hye me meje me so nyin sen because that show bi no be dey obi show obi ntimi dey yale mpo dey bugos kra say me ira ni ji say me ne be da me ntafo na say me ni problem what I say me ya ma no but na ni hu a me ha no say bia force o ma me na dey bi
unya oba o young girl say wo taba wo penu a eto tafre ni twe what tafre twe say yen de da bi uni wo tafre na ve ni da na fi de wuram wa fum what I say na fi de wo boma no ana why correct onu so ne wo ba e be ni de because ni wo amma yen de oba de ni wo amma yen de wo oni wo ba wi a na wo so wo ba na mai free wuntumi ndi etwe de bon anya this am de twe mon is a marry about you be na twe bon go eduru nyena and they drew net the Marian first and they now will be trouble when they are trouble. Me that down. And they are Baba and trouble. Or baby, yes, is in first and they are not trouble. Me met my catch me whom may be crab bone. But is it a trouble? Oh, a trade a man will tell you on Chessel and then create a beer or baby or the Chessel being Kama. Ubizu and the channel a befu. Maybe they are trying a fool and fool, me they try me petty. Yes, sir. Do good of it.
Got see no me medium size. And no na wo die ye. But tentin de pimo bebresa na. Eye na tumi kan awo de na emu ya oya. E so na be na wase kra hyehyew. But unya medium na de a etumi de wo kwachi etumi gina so che. Oh, me de. Oh, mommy be say 10 minutes and 15 minutes cry me okay because me person me bebre. Say na mommy we chiri a and the dog say no da ho flat but the ma we chi no and we pia ne sa na ekomu pa. O sake e fine. E ma ho cry ye true ntem so no penetrate inside sa na o mre e sa na say ano na fo kakra. E na won so wase na fo kakra. Ti na say e go straight. But o here dry sa na sa na twitwitwi. Enwinu su keka na sa na ha drink akrasa koteni so a enso me tese mi ja hoko tese oyi hu a mi hu ya me nka hwe kura e bia some men will be offended if you said that but I don't want to be offended so I'll just say I'm coming I just put on my thing just pick him on my price away that's me call it me could do fe na bia frame why am so that's the reason why me call ye te bia wo shi obi na so no pe ko ticket was na na wo de ama no
Oba de unya de bon kakra enu momu ye se bibia nimu no de no de enye cent no so te send etwe no so te cent no ma hu so we de cent no ze wonam nipam kura te se akwa obi afaya no te etwe no cent no kakra wo no me de me etwe de mi kodi twa ma dwen ni so yale de enko awa bi kura me de etwe de first ni de o ma me amitimi tafrim ba se de tafrim ni de majai
Dear me Donald Pano or Tachimia, na me feelings naba because me feelings were me baby. Hey, me tnasono, and now me kuto now the hey. Sawa ne dear, hey, na me yet say me. I had it. Then I had we see. Kotse na yede. Kotse na yede. Ade no mama omundi because ondi fufu ondi banku. Ne duane no. Ne duane e kotse. Twene ne duane na e kotse. Ya mouth the everyday bia ye didi. Duane different ba twe obi wo ha no okita ne twe no on pese obi andi. What do you go dey? Me say me pay everyday bia menya me pay. Everyday bia because I'm all strong. And I'm always look young too. It's me boy pay every day be a me mano papa because and also can home say o boy enchiti o mano stay bia or pay now one man stay bia now the man because I dare no phone ko baby first like me call me boy or dimia me bafia na me cleaning na me tonyum obi ka say obi like omu chemist ka bia na bibi odabi kotie no na ema me ye strong no na me ye me nema ba obi nnim obabi wa ono me mpe boy me mound me oba da na boy enchitiu oba chitiu so you have to do what fucking every day or 3 days obi wa ba ka say 1 week enye 1 week to no enye I didn't so pay say or pedie pa.
Me ho papa adame di bia me ho ba de papa ohun be ye wi ase bibia tu ofro mu bi ento ho ba de fine pa mo control mu na me je o cha me bow me boss se mu kwa pa aw me born na me kura onufu na me mia me gina woti sei na me kura wotu sei na me se kura onufu dem madam oh ba de pa me dia mo feel entafrimu so ye entafrimu ye oba de be ma de opo ba so tafrimu ma no unim dia e na unim tafrimu le za opera e so tafri twenu ma no se unim dia madam e so tafrimu ma no opo ba no pa dia entafrimu de me pekura che die no minimum tafrimutu mejuma intafrimude edime ha ye fe matopa hene ha ye fe matopa hene edie station up obi onum dia mia
How do you see the dressing check-up?
See, I think I make a man fellowship. Then I men will want comments fellowship.
Intimate, I can't mind in a cataclysm or not when you sang.
It won't enjoy the men here.
I don't know, sir.
Oh, Diana said, I'm not chatting.
How I will come and no I been and come,
sir.
Because this will be due for be and levels natural capsules.
Levels natural capsules.
Aye. If free that day, no ya warriors so say jam. If you can't live a living home, asa, it's me rough on us a one and go to be. Jake, Amano, don't me be. Now, why we do more dancing?
And you marry your bar, the money be a me.
Levels natural capsules. We never knew, we never
Dudua Fre 0599 670 402.
FDA ajejodi enkrato yatum.
Mima wakwaba eba Zena Natural Beauty. Eha ane yeboa manipedua no eyefe. Ye natural body sculpting. Se wafuso na pese sotie. Usisi na pese yeti atia. Wachi na bubu agusu no pese yi firi ho. Anase wabasa na ya akese no. Ena pese yeboa wo ema sotia. Zena Natural Beauty eye kuma so ade se yebeboa wo. Ye natural massage ema obia. Ema wo hips ene oturu pipi. Enti wo shata ade efepa. Se wawo amwofu ayekese. Wo ya atu abomu a. Bomodian ne bra ne yenhwe enye bibia kama ema wo. Ama nipedua no ayefe. Na besu dademu a. Obeka se wow, intimi pa mini. Zena Natural Beauty. Yankrobata ni bi wonkran. Kumase, Takrade, Tamale. Frey 0592 693 033. Anase 0554 272 640. Instagram Zena_beauty.
Yaba be just a bunch. Yabe the neda. Levels have ne Zena Beauty as to say. Almost as near you know red light show. So this is a red light show on United Television. And if I'm Vicky Zugan and you may want to. And I studio has say you know because you're discussing your concerns on Pemo agro issues are problems are. Challenges are faces di channel di kotia. I show where they and to say will show this because I strictly adult show 18 plus show 18 when the 18 plus now you're sexually active and quandia and you would you somu na je na yaba edi amameda me executive producer from unknown to every other person now making sure me producer me general manager me director me obia me camera ni obia me da munyi na say you me so waiting me I'm a red light show eba ama me viewers ya discuss it on more concerns. Madam guest so I say because I am in kwa ana me wahaba answer na madam guest dinner meda beauty product by Eva Sese wabeye mitiama me kama meda manya kutoa wasesa nidi crochet by GHI se meda 14 so I say so I me makeup album na counselor perfect was studio has say counselor Lusrot for ha ono dear oba ne live in videos in the pictures on fain agro and color saucy me kwa me in-law afa dey asa I shake kakra I shake because me who so
uba kanu kwale
me wa munyina akwa ba
eji wo so ma me na ho te say
me adom.
Wow, you're looking something else.
Thank you. Oh.
Some shoes.
What's the name of your hair?
Say again.
Your hairstyle is what? What's the name?
It's a Barbie season, isn't it?
Yeah.
What? Barbie season?
It's Barbie season, isn't it?
Oh my God. I thought it's meant for children, but I see I'm not doing it.
I'm still a child at heart.
Oh, a child at heart.
I'm still a child at heart.
But sexually active. Oh my God.
And that's also for a wife baby, Anna.
Baby.
Yo, Councilor Perfect, you have a call. Bibia koye.
Yeah.
Squirting also. So eba.
Yeah.
Eba it's
a new plant.
It's been continuous this year.
Oh. Yeah, the big work account.
Hey!
Yeah, stars near them. And Chebetre book.
Sir, about squirting. You better read the show, yeah. So when I show you, you better read this book, Nenda. Yeah, bio, Councilor Lusrot.
Yeah,
I had dear.
Jamia fire soap. Wajimio. So, and your young can assist in him squirting in your bonnet. 1 year, do baby, I will do. Finally, you have arrived. And you need to come and do a donation on this show for us.
Testimony time, Baba.
Thank you. With an offering following the testimony.
Yes.
Yeah, there we've educated a lot of people. We've caused a lot of people to understand what it means to have good sex and live well. Because life without sex is a dead life.
And meaningless.
And yes, it's meaningless. It has no meaning for you to live. And until you understand what original sexual intercourse is, you should regret being living as a human being. And
yeah.
Yami Shramo.
Amen.
Show yaba. Jenkwa. And Tibiki. Yaba and then subio.
Yeah.
Yet beso soso.
Yeah.
Na yabwa kalamu. No much how far.
Yeah, that's so bad. Can I say you look well.
Yes, I am.
Okay. To be patron, I already there. You for your first issue for the night. What's it? Hello, Vicky. Hi. Something is bothering me.
What?
I'm married. I'm a married woman, and I got married January this year. My husband wants to build a house for his mother, but he's refusing to do it for my mother. I told him to build for both mothers. He told me if it's like that, then the marriage won't last. Before our marriage, he was saying that he wasn't ready to get married because he wants to build for his mom first. I told him he can still do that even when we are married, because I thought he would take long to marry me. He was sourcing for money to build his mother a house because she was living in a rented place. I was in support, and I'm still in support. My problem now is he is not considering that my mother also needs a house just because she is not renting. My sisters are also complaining about his behavior. I thought he has to build houses for both mothers because we are now married. How is my family going to look at me watching my man buying plots and building for his mother and putting my own mother on hold? He's saying the money he has can only build one house. Why can't he divide it? I am thinking maybe I just forced him into this marriage. What do you think? How can I deal with this situation? Please advise me. So my was a sister will say, a Bible. Or say, wa worry na. Answer na, all be worry, only ni kunu ni be worry, no kunu ni ka say, oh, maybe I may ready say my worry because kana me was see ano. Me di kosi fie, and I die ede amame mame. And sana masate yesusu kwa de be worry later. And mama say, oh, maybe I me support be my pa o me. O de worry me na ha de say me support ma hu si dan ni ma o mame. And papa you see you waka mate. Ya worry. And no worry. Worry new year na papa na say o si dan na mane mame no say. They say the mother-in-law some baby enu o. O mame mother-in-law na me say mame mother-in-law ntino. And then na usi as ni double. Usi ba kwama mame na usi ba kwama oso o mame. Na papa no reason nti a osi dan na mama ne mame ne say. Osi ne mame at rented place. Baby and papa ne mame tie no ohan. Ma baby oba ne mame tie ne de ohan. Oba ne mame de ono ali fie no ati o. So oba say chinchina. E wo say me kunu si dan mame so me mame. O si ama ne mame nko ade wo say. O si mame so me mame. And our parents says, "Can I be good honey shot?" It's so intimate that me no prayer. Today, I'm but mammy see my mammy answer. Mammy said, "This day is a me penny that because my sister, me bush your penny, me brother, me papa crass here was so see that mammy man. Oh, be a bush your phone in that time, she said, I won't see her. Person, I worried your hand, too. Because before I may worry, no, me catch her, say. Sika na me de be ware o no kwana nka me de kosi dan ma me na wo ye ya na me de ware o. The see ya ne aka me de kwakoye ma me still aw ha se me sa enche mu mienu na me single room ma me. e me single ma o so ma me ana say ye chemu ni yes if you ni e be sin say and as sister you aso no trauma yet I feel you say family no or concern about your family no be dream because ni kunu si dan ma ne ma me na ni kunu si si bi mo no ne ma me na na ni sisters then na ni sisters be dream they say I know why confused on your day situation where our room sister only problem me before I met trauma counselors no o sisters na omo nye ma omo ni che e che na o de ko na o de ko ware ye na wo be say o be ma ni be si dan wa o sisters na omo ni che ni bi on de me de me me chamber na me de o kaza kaza to esi
what did they ya enyimiro bi kan sem bi o si no
aka me de ko kansla perfect
o de ko be ko no o si asem o kan ye se mu nyina me wi ambo am ye ansa ne se o si aduane boy e din sen etwe
well
o si ye di 1 thing for 3 square meal
it depends on nipo odi
and the obi di odmi to 3 square meal
obi di odmi to ho ye
esi first no na nka onu aduane a e save money but si ato aduane wo a
e save money it's true wo hwemu a but to health so hu hia
and si I say aduane a ye di ayefo sen atwa ye di this oka so bia wo twa di odi na che so betun sidan na betun to bicycle
na obeto indomie
the squatter kwa
Kasla perfect. Obey si chich na ni kunu si diamond ni mama di. Also obey si bi man.
Echia ahwefoni na we dey meet Reverend Chey of Kumasi Assemblies of God. Me so for back no. Eradi share pa jebo. Eradi no akosi. Our one requirement pine win here maturity. So we all be what dream no, what think no, you are matured enough. Emotional intelligence come because let our trouble ni na no chess on one kasano on so worry. What paper no winter na be man ka say train na mean sit down mama me I sure be do that time no. No why ready what dream when you what think when you ni why ready say wo ba worry mo betimi adwen yansa dwen ya de abobra. Na wo se dabi ma me wu yan ware meboa na we sidan no na esi e wo san so wura mi se dabi wo si ama me dia wo ma me dia ende si bi ma me
the two have become one
in some okani na no dabi odinka ma wo ti ase say baby a ne ma me da brem no enye enti no person o si de ma ne ma me enti wo ye oyere pakra na you should help your husband to erect that house for ne ma me owie kura na afei na wo be ka wo ma me dia because wo ma me no wo baby da wo ono ati ni fie nti ono ti ni fie na ono so kura be ma emema so do mo ma me nti wo se de bia me ka se so pese wo kunu do wa wo your ba kura ne ma me yi ene ne ma me nyinyi yi know your position as the wife and let the mother also be her position as the mother and then nkotwe ho say chinchina I'm the wife intino I no on the wo no on the man no for e wo mu say e twa na de che no fo ne de nanso no wo ye den ya na ono no fo na ansa na wo e twa ne ba oba bedi intino wo kwa you are in no competition with the mother na nka be bua ne say obebua be ma no obetu no fopa so onsi. Now, what's also the Wabusian for them say when my sisters get to hear say, why are you discussing what is in your marriage with your sisters and with your family? There be no chance that once Namidi has a maturity is a key word here. She's not matured. Nature say BBS na worry movie and or born a Busian for money. Because as a way I can say Wabusian 40 say you be like this grace, so who can better say who can not plot. No, what was do you have to discuss everything that you discuss with your husband, with your siblings, with your mother, with your extended family, with your friends? But brain now, yes, I'm on my warrior saying in simple way, our real munsem, you found carbon thing. Into the men too for says, as a more work on into the bear man catcher say, our idea, send the corner and sharp because when you're waffle. instead of saying oba buano no oba is either so the resource buana so we de wonyansa ebuo ukunuma na kweneni wonyansa ehun fambua you are also coming to a subtract and you be na kan be ma what do you bring to the table it's not only about work but good advice but sound advice what they ba say na osifa be managing because when you get married to a man there should be a transformation in his life so be a be kanebo there should be a transformation in also your life now what one there it seems he said or pray niama konifi instead of say obwa be mano so it's not you should be matured you should have emotional intelligence is how you deal with things that you can't control it's not how you control others but how you deal with things that you can't control emotionally he's not intelligent enough maturity she's lacking it intimacy woman na okeka or woman so ya mama po betu fu se ne awukunu ye no wa ukunu rather than making me the center or praying ama kofie wa worry no anhwe ya it's shaking stop and allow your husband to build for ne mama so whatever it is or better also because you see I will say omunche iniama omunche sika no mienu as long as it's not feasible
it doesn't make sense.
How can say sika ye di sit down back no and
yes me until me say be a single room self contained obi ani say
also when you no focus we na wo se won chemu mienu no nsi we nsanso nsi we and seems even onim ne kunu kra finances once she's not aware of how much the husband is making and how much the man is
efie and about rented house
and you
so can't you be considerate Emma ho yeah
ni papa worry no
Council perfect Council Lutheran
Vic Mechiao bibi abako de
me adom
ade bi koso ese emfa ye nan si ho
okay
na ye ntu ase nde be se awade ebe se mbrante ni mbare omoba
okay
no kura ni se wo enye abofre bia se de se ni ma me hwe na obehwe ne back enye abofre bia se de se ni papa hwe na obehwe ne ba
oh sir
eyo hia ena ma o ma me ne papa demanding nyama fi wo as a daughter or as a son Vic ne maame high dine tinem ena koko crash brand ye ba ko ti wo si ye si den wie ya on wale e say ne maame ni ba beti is a loose talk is a loose talk
yeah
because Vic there are young men today who are working hard and spending the money on diabetic drug, spending the money on BP drug, not because they are diabetic, not because they are pressure, but because their parents or one of them is sick and they have to spend huge sums of money.
Yeah.
A young man is paid 5,000 Ghana cedis every month and he's spending close to 3,000 on the father's drug.
Oh.
If he misses 1 month, the record of his life is played. And I use everything this way to take care of you. Bibia minya ina na mnesha wonti na man to asase wa gbagbai. Usku ya be konti na mkoba asase gawe. Na ma to me ho ntoma nyina na me de ma ko school ene. As if to say you have been taken care of to come and take care of them. A big story. The young man has a plan, and the plan is that I want to build for my mother because she's not living in a good place. It's not a bad idea, but you don't have to choose your mother's apartment over your marriage. It will not make sense to anybody. But I'm saying that the demand from parents, because of the poverty mentality. No, but it's an honest on the other two. So.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you show now see if you are brave to do one thing. That demand is a poverty demand. I'm telling you. Guy been and seeing this ni mama e ko down hospital. Mama ni pay fee on 42,000 Ghana cedis. High like he's asking himself, what is the importance of going to school? And Busumi
no first can ko na ne maame fofo no friend na as if to say so the cow of you. He can't do anything for his life. I want to educate parents. If you have money and you are paying your child fees, don't
investing time for your future.
Never invest all your money in the education of your daughter and son. Because when your daughter grows to come and find out that you are patching and he has come and build for you before you become a normal mother, you are disgraced. They don't respect you. What them can I say? Because guy we see the mother is renting, and that is why he wants to build. Meaning he's tired of paying rent for the mother and maybe paying rent for himself. So you are just young and you are spending both sides. A young girl 3 days to the and say, send him a minimum call fast kurumuha. Enya 1 Ghana nka. Or be friend if you crash 2 Ghana or you bo beto. She said it pains her. I'm telling you. Because they are putting a demand on you because you are their daughter. I took you to school. What if I went to school and I became a vagabond? Who will you rely on? When I didn't better so.
And the bottom line is that parents, so I say we should invest in our pension. And so as we invest in
yourself.
Kids, as we invest in our kids, you invest in our after 70 million.
Look, if you want to buy a plot of land, never use the money to pay your child's school fees. Go and buy the plot of land and go and negotiate the fees in the school. I get what I'm saying. Because when your daughter grows and find out that this is where you live because you bought a plot, they give you more respect than they grow for you to be patching in family house for them to go and build for you.
First, we telling them, say, "Oh, Tom, your money now they show."
What sort of burden is that?
You see, we live in a society the average people are not saying most people live from hand to mouth. It's hand to mouth in Intino. On shade ni bebreya, obeka say or she will school dibia at work. Into obe school fees, hospital bills, ni others no. Every na be yasem. I'm sure a story I yeke. I'm sure a boy in Kwana ye neba.
That is where I'm coming to. He is the only breadwinner for the family. And that is why he took a decision. Said, "Minya wale."
Yes.
And I'm delaying my marriage because I want to settle the home. My mother is settled. My father is settled before I make an attempt to go and marry. And the lady said, "Don't worry. Whatever burden it is, give it out. We'll share it together." A young girl married a young boy, and we'll treat that story as well. Or see, what did 19, boy did 27. What you man be jina dem catch and say or Geneva. The guy is the only eye in terms of sika in the family. And what white girl. So my many sign girl so anything a boy in fifi. So I'm saying say guy we were idea, which is the burden I'm talking about. And he wanted to make sure say or best settle burden, because otua rent amane mame, otua light bill, otua water bill. Now Vic, we see the area and say Sadia ni sane frewa as if you don't come you are wicked. Dear why you twemu nyina. And they can tell the third party once I'm tell me ndidi from me ba na ka chen se fitan pa me ndidi. Ana se si anam maye tie si a si kire nim. If a team she sick leba me ning ba no. Se si anam small girl so onko to kokoko ha brem. Okoya kokoro na pon. And I scan a 50 pesos. Send me this didi. And it becomes a burden. So you are thinking, say, let me settle my mother, settle my father before I think of marriage.
Right, settle.
Then he went through to go and marry. Now he's in a marriage and want to settle the mother. Madam, listen. Allow this young man to fulfill righteousness so you can have your peace of mind in the marriage. Allow him. Vic, allow this young man to fulfill righteousness in the mother's house. On sit down in your money, mommy. Tell me, sister. Once you say sit down, once you go sit down in my mommy. Obi see money, mommy. A son said, perfect can say, who person all they go here, say no mother-in-law, I am fine. If you betray your mother-in-law, your marriage will collapse.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
No, I'm saying you should respect your mother-in-law. Give her her due position.
Let her remain as a mother-in-law.
You don't compete.
Don't befriend her. She will always compete with you, but don't befriend her because the first rival in every marriage is a man's mother. Yeah. Keep that in your head. So, and I'm nice to ask for mother-in-law me tell someone so transition don't
That's a very grand.
Now, one of the good things I have come to learn is that when your children go to your wife's mother, they are more disciplined than when they go to your mother. O mami, wo mbaka o mami ho bema mami ho a enkwala ne sei. Entitia mami de ma wo no onfa ma wo na no. Eto bi ade o ye tan ne kra ne sei. Akwala ne ya de a onbo no o ka o sei me pese ne mami wefu. Enti uba na ya de na o wana ilo afra afofo na afro. Hello. Adwa Oba kwamna de oya na me bobo ne to na me pese me ka cho se me bo ne sisi ana nko ya asem nti me fra ka cho se ne nkasa na adwa di phone kwamna you are disturbing grandma. But when it comes to your wife's mother, because she is close to the mother, she will spank your child, will beat your child, and there's nobody coming to talk. So when children go to their wife's mother, they are more better discipline. This is why your wife's mother's house must be habitable for your children. Think, I'm saying, say, what you
don't consider a man and wife mother.
See, you see my story. The guy is supposed to fulfill righteousness for the mother, so you have peace of mind. Woman, build for your mother. There's a demand like that. However, I'm also encouraging the man. Say, be involved in the development of your mother-in-law's residence.
Okay.
Because omano eko mami ho what tile mami fi ho nyina bankola ne ko di agura omunya the discipline you want. But omu ko oyire mami ho the discipline is solid. Me mano ko mami ho. Na me yiri person kola ne ba ti say omako weekend no person mo samba fi. She can't even call my mother. Ni to kwa. But she can't call and say so be jin kola because oye attempt say man, I'm saying like a weekend. Now, can I someone be a quiet? Woman, I'm you know that kind of thing. So I have to always step in. I'm coming for the kids, bath for them, we'll pass there and collect the children. When I speak, there's silence. However, when the children are with my wife's mother, she doesn't really care. The children can be there 400 years. No complaint comes to her. But when they are with my mother, every day there's a certain form of complaint. So I've learned my lesson. Say, my mother-in-law's resident, I form her no money a towel, and Kuala Omudi agro no matter the night red. But me hono tal, I will form her. Say, my if you hold na come. I've never said, I said, me boy me.
No, what time,
because Honan Kualani Beko, and brother, sister, don't worry the guy. Let the guy build for the mother. You to find ways. If you have to steal some of the cement of the husband, if you have to use other corner for Ghana small, 2 Ghana
one. Styles in bed.
Don't challenge him not to build. Let him finish building for the mother. But whilst he's building for the mother, do something so that he can come and support you. Young man will support him, but never neglect that righteousness. Otherwise, they'll place curse on you. These people, one could see them the curse battle.
Age man.
What's it?
Age man.
Now I'm bored. They are demanding wrongly. They are demanding wrongly. It is not any child's duty to.
Mother-in-law beats me. Abo. Papa ni.
They just okay. Because what can I say? Na me who say okunu sit down mani mama and na woman me see be my ya. Na you want say yeah, this will bring a big confusion. So young lady, focus on building for your mother. Young man, finish building for your mother and then come and think about how to assist your wife to have a very habitable place for your children who will be more comfortable in your mother-in-law's house than your mother's house.
Okay. Yo. I say we. Kala, who will be big car who now so. Answer now back and my main call Vox Pop your Vox Pop your viewers are doing share on this particular topic because we may read it in it's mind-boggling. ana nye brofo no no enti yankwaje a vox pop na embra back to the studio na metua a conversation so Mr. Wadaro meko bebia me boss see you soon.
Me pe say die me mama na wa hwe me aha me mama na wa hwe me meda ni ono ni yie mu no ono wa bra me boso me nkuno si wo nti ebe bia oya nyansani bia no obehu ni se ne mama na ahwe no fiti mofrase ya tete ni binia ma wabidu pempenso a me kan wedui nti se ne mama ono anyini na wonya daach wonya be papa ejina I was saying, Mammy, Bibi Kakra, yeah, dine there. Oh, Simani, Mammy. She won't to me, Yamano, abroad here, at the end of the so, but me pay say, dear. Then they may see my mamma, or banner, dear, or cool. What I say, or band over come, Mammy, the only make up idea. So what I say, I can say, be a more Friday, and then we will be careful or more Friday, or me a dachi. My mamma, so on wash me, or what I say, Moja, and Mamma and my yaman.
Bandi metumi di aja obetumi adwame akọ me ma me die no lie obewu omi me ye nu ade ane mma me nu ade ka me ma me bebe mu ni ma me su bebe mu yes ye kan ye mienu abomi ye be yeti baako na ye aye property nti at least no ono fa na adwumba na me su mfa ma adwumba ndi ane ahyawo beble o metumi akodi ahyawo kra o ma 25 ana 35 ombe ma odi
Bedi say me see dan me mama na my plan me see dan man no it is say who nyansa but you support me say me see dan mama we na me so me bora me see dan mama about go say me njam mama dem me see dan man it doesn't make any sense oban so me oba me no yes ade na ye be jaware ye be divorce ye na ma ye be che fabinam so family because you na hwe me na me hwe e bo na aka no ye ni brief o obetu poison wo sure baby so be poison akun because adwen pani ni tirem what so you be am obi ni ntino bia mama mi ntino wo se be mama mi if you want answer na go to say me tun aka start ni pepe me ntumi ntama start one no it so ban we say we ni brief obi to poison me jao
anya muzika anya me wotam kra so edwuma me because me bobra ma me yere ne member ne party senate when senate this me see dan ma me mame all dem aba as so na me nja nsi oba no mame dan de debi emma so o mame no be bia ada oba me via metimi ama no bia ada nya chinchina age say me see dan ma ono ne mame for what reason na me see we na oja me ana me yende
Ese me mama no wo me na me say me yade ahye na enu nyama se wo so pese uye bi mama me ase wo so betimi akoya mama me nya me mama dia me ye wo mama dia mama na so anu sa ware so etimi go anytime bia egu a obetimi agya me ho akọ ba me mama de still oye me mama
Busia me that so ni at na till now na ye kwaji vox pop no na story no mami say me bon le tofa se na be a class be kakra say ato aso mami say nu si da ma ne mami to say ono ne mother in law na still or try to get nukunu So obesi diama or no mammy no so. Ne mammy. Ane kunu so oni sesi kan se sia. Na no mammy no sisters and nebusia for ese omontia siesa. And before the break no counselor achenadrin. Counselors me you counselor perfect ne counselor solutions. I'm not sure margin. So you can't see a way your time no. Your time in this science no.
No, but what can be very essential.
Okay.
Or see with no poison.
With me poison one.
Because all his sisters when mommy.
Now also when you say can obey me up poison.
Or see obey Jana while no more change your body or war.
Possible on. Is it that deep?
People think that it's easy to get a new wife when you lose an old wife. It's not easy. It's easy to get a new wife if you've not married before, but it's difficult to get another wife if you lose your wife.
And my man also say, meaning say man and side now. It is difficult to get
standard. You now have certain criteria.
Thank you.
The standard is high.
I've married Kala before. If I've not married Kala before and I'm coming for Vic, it's easy. But now if I'm coming for Vic after Kala, it's more difficult than when I've not gotten Kala before. So that statement, you have only one mother but many wives, it's not true. You have one mother and you have one wife.
No one can the ones you marry after you divorce and your wife's on.
No, I'm saying that it is difficult to replace this current wife. If your wife is bad, it's difficult to replace her. If your wife is good, it's difficult to replace her. So there is no man whose first wife and second wife have the same character. Either they are worse, or they are better, or they are good, better, best, or they are none of the above.
Or they give you may I never rest.
Thank you. So that mentality says there's only one mother and it's only my mother. I don't believe in that principle. I believe that I have one mother, I have one wife. None of my wives are the same.
Okay.
That's why I say that when you buy iPhone for my senior wife, forget it. If you go and buy the same thing for the junior wife, she doesn't want it. So you can't treat them the same. So let's not have that mentality. Say, Oba de yo betima ko benya foforo. Oba ko abenya foforo ba de e ko no. Oya bonsama untumi nya bonsam foforo da. Oya surabo fo so untumi nya surabo foforo da. Ubebre. And if you are treating them, treat them well.
Treat me well, oh. Treat me well, oh.
Kala, Vicky. Me dear.
Na okay, baby.
Yes, me problem is say ni mama no. Oba ni mama. Na say like our baby or rent. Guy no, I'm sure he's doing that because ni mama no or rent. But who mama on rent? So why are you in a haste? What I say? And think the best thing to do is to like make sure your husband is done with whatever he's doing for his mom. If support we can't be supported Nick no or my fast nanka home. At maybe I be an mammy one maybe I no face be a horn man. But the fact that all including it, she's so concerned about nanny sisters in air cannon. Like I said like okay, I didn't know more mukno any be mom.
Mama no me buy in correct.
It's the best thing I was saying so on relax nikunu enwie ni mama de no wo mama on to rent or to no ani fear she's very comfortable onya baby de neti to they understand and no the like mini nya adwen okay yeah that's it
yo any obey wo de no so mu je ne yenkoye ni why are we ready?
Yes.
For the second, all right. Where's it, Vicky? I hope this meets you royal. By the grace of God. A couple of years back when I was still in school, I had issues with my partner. I'll say we've always had issues in relationships, but that's a story for another day. One of my classmates who happened to be 4 years older than me came in at a point where I had started taking antidepressants. Yeah,
antidepressants.
Okay, antidepressants. I resisted his friendship. God knows I told him his friendship seemed like an emotional affair, and I wasn't okay with it since I was still with my partner, but he was too nice. He never took advantage of my vulnerability. He gently loved me and helped me get out of all the madness in my head.
The highest he did was giving me a hug. It got to a time I was ready to risk it all. I wanted more than the hug, but he said no. He kept on saying it's not right. We shouldn't, but he wouldn't go. He wouldn't just leave me alone. He loved me in his own way, but wouldn't have sex with another man's woman. He taught me what it feels like to be in love, and I loved him desperately. This was in 2020. He got married last year, and of course, I respected his marriage and stylishly ended our friendship, and I understood. That was my first and only experience with heartbreak. I've been unable to pick myself up. When my relationship took a nosedive and I considered dating, I started comparing everyone to him. Okay. Yeah. Yo, it's also on your thing. Because sister, I say few years ago, no, a friend, if you can cry, me, and not still out school, and on any partner, and a boy, I have a problem. I say a relationship must be so problems in the night can be out. Yeah, problems near find the same with the and not pay you any record. But I know the story for another day in TV. You didn't hold you on to an answer. Now, the time and now one of the problems never happen. And the classmates be or no when you say in the 4 years, ever consoling. That's how that problems now a deep and no fat a depression in room. But bright to the boy say a crocronama. Problems are then a one in na at a coy. And I'll say, bright, me do what? Me pewasem do. Uti me stepping in, and me feeling this good about myself, dear. And femano kakane di me kakra. Bright said that. They met me a ma and said me hag. Me hag our way too. Now call baby, na me to come baby. My sister say, hey, a day. Okay, yeah, me managing inside. And Aunt Biana, I say. When you now see what 2020, I said 3 years ago. Or since last year, and I brought you worry, and I said 2022. And I brought a worry, and I know what you are saying, but a sheno. So I brought you power, but my brother won't be me come and say, and I will be jamming hossa. When you me back cry. And also since then, I said, on Timmy and picking him up, and Timmy just say. On to me, or ya who she any years, or me too, or be crying. As an person or who brand or papa anymore because the boy don't know how to cry. Relationship, I say, Uncle ye. And I could not or be consoling no so I say, Johnny, as I call. But I say, I know on your day.
Thank you.
Can I move on?
Go on and move on, guy.
We shall move on.
You think it's easy?
It is. Then I'm bad.
That's an idea.
Only my feel. Oh, that view.
By experience. And to say it's question now will be my experience. And to by experience, make my idea color. Color your teal.
Wiki. Counselor first.
Oh no, I mean, you have a good view. Want to hear it? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wiki, please.
We are speaking from experience.
And I will counselor perfect.
Let me wait there no come. Or see, we have been there before. Yeah, we ain't pick it. What's it? Says question say about no. Tell us what happened to you.
Also, no experience. No, they were born a tough hammer. Exactly. It's here called counselor perfect.
Counselor Lutrot, young counselor. Senior Kala Saucy Kano. You see,
we've all been there?
Yes.
We've all been there.
No.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
Don't put me on the spot. But actually, you see, broken hearts, dear.
Obia experience will be down.
One way or the other, you might have. But personally, Me, I will not let it break that time. I'm so emotionally invested that a bear say I'm too right.
You are hard.
I wasn't into by infancy one. But what I'm saying is I'm married early. I was off the market early. Into never be bro. Never be bro.
By 30 years you were married. That's okay.
13. You see, it's ubetimi share obi per counselor with client experiences and what you hear from your client and all that, and what you have learned as counseling psychologists. You realize that we are not all the same. You meet somebody who you realize that you have connection with, and the connection brings the chemistry. Chemistry, you know, if you develop on it, and a compatibility, you know, Obo say we are not compatible. We are not compatible. Just a one person, there's no connection. Boyfriend, and sometimes when you are fighting so much with somebody, it's just that the connection is not there. You are forcing something which is not there to be there. You understand? Yes. If there's connection, you are you flow with each other. So minor things, no, you don't dwell on it so much. You understand yourself. The chemistry is there. So it's easy for you to let certain things go, to build on your compatibility, to understand yourself. And once so if I meet you, no, even a macro, you see some people you click with them than other people. Yes, it's there. So when you obisu share is there. It's the pakuna oko share no. On any word that connection, there's chemistry between them. But I like the story so much. He was a perfect gentleman. He realized he's not in a good shape. It's on dwelling what Sadia no any have an affair. Because you see, people who are having mental health issues, it states as an offer antidepressants means she's having depression, she's taking the drugs. And such people know their emotions are not stable. The depression and anxiety deals with your emotions. It's emotions in your stable. Such a person, when they can tell you they love you, next time they are confused about it. They tell somebody they love them, they are confused about it. They kind of emotions, they are angry, they are fatigued, they can't sleep and all that. A lot is happening in their head. They don't understand themselves. Yes, into no on time. So it was just the hug, because if he had gone ahead to have sex with her, it will complicate BBR. But near me, yes, or who said girl on a pen. And we're helping this girl to come out. And in the power pen on helping her to come out, no. Sankawo dono sa. He should have gone ahead to make the relationship solid. Because he said our fun in Drew, so she's okay to be in a relationship. Because if we're having crisis, it's not best to be in a relationship because you don't know yourself, you don't know what you are entering. So no counselor will advise you to get into a relationship that stage. But you see, I know, from 2020, she's out. Then you meet somebody else and get married.
He didn't like her, he didn't want to take advantage.
Also, the guy loved her deeply. The girl is saying, guy no not done.
Also, I know the guy need desperately.
Okay, so it's
also the guy taught me how to love. And I loved her desperately. I loved him desperately.
It's meaning guy no wasn't that emotionally invested in the girl. But no penasem, he was showing those little affection. Inti onipa wono, you see, love marriage is best if you love the person loves you back. But where one-way traffic, it becomes so stressful. It is here no boy no what shows that if Uncle Dowa, he could have gone ahead to be with you and manage you. Because we have a lot of people who have mental health issues. They live a normal life when they take their drugs, and they have people who love them and understand them and care for them in their lives. It makes them even improve better. But this is the person wanyansa oko. So it will be best in your interest to ask Kalaso Sikano, let him go and move on. It's difficult to accept it there, but you take one day at a time. You put in the procedures, therapy, you'll be able to let him go. Because we condition, you know, and wow, if you hold on to broken heart, na depression when it goes bipolar need setting in. A lot of people are going around that, and you'll be an if you are not ready to love them, don't go in for relationship. don't go telling you I love them, because some of them want attention. If you stop giving them the attention, that is where there's other setting, not being same baby. So we know it's appeal to the general public. Or more would they go about saying I love you, I want to be in a relationship with you, which you don't mean it, And you'll be an enamwa now, okay. A lot of people are having a lot going on in their mind. It's when you're ready, I can't attention. What the man now and then that really bone when you are no way done. Yes, Anna. One share
also when and I say
general thing. Yes, Anna. It develops a lot.
Okay.
Now, bear men are scamp or yama be brave because of what you did to her. Okay. It's not the best.
I think that the reality has set in for this beautiful young lady.
Okay.
And if we tell her to move on, we have been not being fine.
We're not being fine.
If we tell her to move on, we are not assisting her.
Okay.
She should look for the opportunity to perch.
So I bet you.
So no see you fast.
Because there are times that if you discuss carefully, murder and abomination is better than murder.
Abomination is not a punishable. It's not punishable, is it?
Because you see, the guy has shown her goodwill, has shown her love. In her condition and state, she didn't need only hug. She needed hug and sex.
She needed orgasm.
Yes.
Hug, orgasm.
And squatting.
Yeah, right.
But
one shouldn't go without the other.
Thank you very much. But this was a fine gentleman. And all of you, if you read a story, the girl is giving the guy an accolade of being a gentleman, because even though she was pushing, the guy refused to chop. Yeah. That makes him a gentleman. But it makes the guy a wicked guy.
To you?
Yes. Because there was a demand and you had a supply.
One a demand, one a supply. Do you know whether he was ready to supply? Maybe not only ready to supply at the time. For all you know, when I read the story, when you say the guy was battling a premature ejaculation into not better be good ni when mass or girl. It just came in my head. Said, what if the guy had a sexual problem and not better be good in when mass or girl?
But that's
it was 2 years later.
But that's perfect. It's a good thinking. But I'm saying that there's a young girl who is telling you that I need more than a hug. And you've done everything for the girl with her depression, her psychological states, and she has come to believe in you. And what can keep her more sane is at least one round, one squirt, final orgasm. And you have refused to give her.
Maybe I was due to circumstances beyond his control.
What is that control?
And I make us a premature ejaculation.
No, yeah, it could be that, but here's the cases here.
Some men are
you have gone to carry, you've carried the premature ejaculation to somebody else.
No, maybe he has worked on it.
So why didn't you use it on me? And use me to be your project work?
Well.
So I'm saying that this young girl has a case. But this is the fear of every young man. Every man. If you meet any young lady who has any mental health challenge, you are scared that she might one day relapse and flip to talk loose.
Are you guys scared?
You know, it's not just scared. No, in our current generation, our time, before the millennium came, before 82, we're confident that when I have sexual intercourse with Perfect, she would not say it because it was punishable by parents. For even you going to see people doing sokwe and come and say they beat you for going to see sokwe.
Yeah. How much more doing it?
So you are zipped. But in the colors group,
Jersey.
my goddess, they will give you reference and they tell you what Masa is past. You know, people think that a secret that is past is no more a secret.
Nothing.
They'll tell you, who is talking? Counselor, you talk. Me. For 12 years, I was sleeping with this man. You don't believe it? Let me show you. Let me show you.
Who is the past? One more can answer.
And who is this? Who is sitting there? Now check it. Where is this? What hotel is this? Watch the country. Which country is this?
I said,
Medina. And they are okay to see it. So we are scared though. Vic, some time ago, sex was the itch to make it. Now it's not anymore for us. It's not. So especially when you know these caring people, the way they talk by heart, and you have a future you are building for yourself. These girls who don't care. A friend of mine was having a discussion around a certain place. And I see, wait, do you know what the girl told all of us? Mimbuwa Jamie dear.
Just openly.
And I look at him and say, now sit down and what's that baby who will be also Mimbu? On Jamie dear swear. Mimbuwa Jamie dear. And the man said, well, what's the castle will be on the county? And the man was speaking pain from the heart. And the girl was sick, saying it, keke. Thinking, say, a dearly a trump card. Sister, only me dear so be you. And I say, dear near the junk, and I can whoop. Ya jenny that. But I say, man, and I said, a dear no one. Vic, you start here, you manufacture those in my bay. Ni hadwene say mwawie meboa
I say manufacture be man man
say see ya twa man man
yeah
the sound crash him
yeah
automatically ho oh what you should you can choose the sound
you can tune it to your person
and
Vic, the most painful thing currently that is coming into the society from the Gen Z generation is that when you bring them home to have sex with them, now they come with their dildos to join you with the act.
Why not? So no a clit vibrator.
What I say? Oba no more assignment. That we have to add this. So use this before. Salo why is so bad on the bag na shije.
To use the man.
So from personal experience. Counselor Luther.
Vic, how I wish I'll meet such a person again, but I've gotten more than 20. Even yesterday, a man was complaining that a level 100 girl will meet you because again you're innocent. Get the bag feel, the bag okay, the dildos, clit clicker, about 3. I was see before the act. This must go on. And he says at his age, he's using
the excitement.
I'm taking it to a point.
Okay.
That what they are doing, thinking that it will help them, very soon will be replaced in their life. Because me, I can't tolerate this nonsense. That I'm ready to have foreplay with Kala, and Kala opens her bag and say, "Jiwe, for me, ha. Maninda me nipples so kakra. Na what's on? I was so me. What is this?
Oh my God.
So we were scared of people that have mental issues when we're old. Hey, well, but then who did not? So those times, you know. And so be I didn't know come here who's what I'm for. San near to you, you know. Obi do na go kan. Ono ye that papa ma me ni papa e wo wo na chi na go kan so we wa boda obi dey in such a onu akokan. I met a woman who was 62 years at a garden. He was telling a big MD, say women feel bisano. Son of a midway, I mean, call a brief, or the necessary masses are where my family did that. At 62 years. I said, Mercy, when you were 14.
Well, upset.
Now, about a year, we say, we can't see, oh.
I'm funny in road.
You're a fear.
What two combination? There one combination. Because any ambassador, and you're doing how far. Papa ya finger 40 years ago. Amoya ma me papa. Abuda. Patadema ma me papa.
When you were 40
years. You are 62 years. You are saying. So this young man could have played all this thing in the mind. I'm here to help you recover from your depression. I'm here to make sure you take your drugs. I'm here to make sure that you are sane enough. And on one I see in my madness, he was there for me. So if this girl can come back and say my madness was there for me, the guy was just treating and behaving like a nurse who has gotten a patient.
Yeah.
But the nurse was interested in the patient was interested in the nurse.
Yeah.
Now, the nurse didn't want to take advantage of you.
Exactly.
He's gone. And the advantage doesn't mean you're ugly. Look, there are people who've had sex with them, and we can never forget. Not because they are good in bed, but they went to tell other people we slept with them.
And they are
and we feel so disappointed.
Yeah.
A friend of mine recommended a certain girl. A man came to town from somewhere and said, "Charlie, me pobia." I mean, you say, "Oh, kala a very good girl, pal. See, me pobia on another for more. Now, Charlie, when we are position, I say, don't worry. You know the kala man no call. You know call hotel you and first day upon the share. Omo we and Katia ni cook. Now, upon the say, I hear you are very sick. I say, yes. You are very secretive. Me. If I tell you the things I've done, you will be shocked. I'm very secretive. Your friend who recommended me. Ask him. We had sex for 6 years, and when I say I won't sleep with him again, it's been 4 years. I've not slept with him again.
It's secretive, don't know.
Because see, your friend who recommended me, I slept with him for 6 years, and when I say I stopped for 4 years now, ask him. I've not slept with him again. And nobody knows. Then the man said, "Hey, yes, I'm going to solve." When the man went in, I went to go the bread. Where? Me no go, you go there. So what?
Oh yeah.
You gotta go, you there. The thing say don't talk. They gotta talk to you talk, and she's very secretive. No man 2000 I say what? Me go came closer, but me see I don't baby. But the girl didn't know what she did. So I'm saying that some of us have had sex with some people, and we have regretted having sex with them because we expected them to shut up. So this girl is in love, and I'm saying that there are two things. One, she has had some challenge before, that she's gone through therapy. It could be that she has been managed, because mental health, we don't cure, we manage. Maybe she is not back fully, and this could cause her to relapse or something. So she should not throw in the towel. She should patch. And if she patches, and the guy is ready, that he's gone out of his fear and want to chop, you should go ahead. But young man, hear me. Obia, yes, son, you are a crack. You don't call what are you afraid? Hello, this is Truth. Do you know who is speaking? This is Kala. Your husband's former
side chick.
And I didn't marry him, but I realized that you took a good thing out of me. Miss me DBI.
I was there before he met you.
But can we near movie on to our next issue and say upon a time, no? At least you have a next one and say upon.
Lady, like I mentioned earlier, on moving on, and she should be thankful to the guy. Well, regardless of how or no lady no is interested in the guy. You ever say boy ni buy no no or ni die. I don't know who said boy na worry obia. He would have said okay, the guy took advantage of you. And he took me for a fool, and then we dim in a way jai me. But there is someone that saw that but you have a problem. And I know what I say like wow, and I know about, and we're moving on. Why is it affecting you? Me, in my case, okay, if I see I didn't happy and I bet it will get to her. But Pachosa will share, like just move on. And I say thank you to him, because when he was never interested, and he didn't want to take advantage of you. What I say, and so you should be thankful. Me nanka. I'll just say thank exactly. Yeah. You should. Don't be hurt, auntie, sister, mommy. Just move on. Try it. We na ya fam down. Move move on. Moving on, we are. Yeah, 2 months, 3 months later, because and the boy went to Nana. Me, my command, baby, just move on, try. Go to the beach, do hang out.
Later, you'll be glad you did.
Exactly.
They have not been glad you did.
What me woman be sir? I courage to move on. I let out me. How you ordinary sir?
Hey, I courage.
And that's a mom, but try.
You're moving on to our next one.
Gentianada.
Wait, say good day, mom. Good evening. How do I forget my ex? Our family say we are not religiously compatible and I want to move on, but I can't. She was not that good, but we were perfect together. We had a wonderful sex life. Maybe that's why it's difficult for me to move on or get into another relationship. I still may settle tomorrow. What do I do? Please help. Please keep me anonymous.
I like that tomorrow.
Bryce, on your day, Nani Refi. Momo nipa wedi ni pen because na edie no ekoye o se na girl ni twa na echi so kwati mu a we ntie mu a wonje mu ni ade chese styles bi aga ni yi won pem no but omo busuafo se aware yi mo kosro ba fam esamasa o te kra na enye ye because osum nene som no different worry and I guys who say afa me ye bibia still la me ntimi o ya say ye separate ya say ye hu ye hu biom ye kasa biom ye ndi ye hu biom but o say den onye den on to be counselor perfect bra yipe one funny dia ama obviously o say keeping anonymous ntino o si wa figure li afi till too much na e background be sa figure we search na crowd be sa figure
lai momo genti ada do nya na obedi no one say you don't create problems for yourself this way any pe bi a wo pe into be kwa ware kra bi mo ma ware so still na mo san so share di omo ho wo ye omo den obedo say we jai oh me jai 1 month 2 months omo ko show masan so di omo ho me jai 1 year omo san so ko shia wo wedding bi ase ye bi ase omo di omo ho it will be happening
enti untimi mbo no o say ekwan ba no be fa so
wo do ni pakro no ni wa busuafo no ntena senka say ni omo ye no emboa eno o say till tomorrow ni na you are still invested. So now Befino. And the good person said when him say she wasn't that good. That's what penal. Obi on him say or Pelsania with tiara.
Yeah.
It's not just say you are good to go with the person. Into our bush and for can religious incompatibility in your manner. We don't marry for family. Say we're your friend society in teen if you use those reasons, people use that they get into the marriage and realize say, hey, I come in kwame. Me busu yan for na would you say yempene
obi han ni ho
ebedu wakwa na we nua ketewa kwa na kofa bi sa aba o de ni ye de ni pininti na waware na okọ na ye wo ya de bia na obuofu wo kure ni mo obuofu wo yi nu obuofu nti edie ni kwa mu ntimi ndi ni oda so kwa wo dun obi ho abrantie odo s na ka kire obusuafo no montana se na monka na religious incompatibility ya wo kan ni ayibe eni asama na embada we can Christians marry Muslims aye traditionalists are worried ini na asamutu no mo betse mo ho ase enti yesrew ye hu bebre na ss no mo yewe omo ho na di nsem bebre na wakwanyem na odi manukunu na di ye nne ni nsem bebre yesrew mo a ene wo kofo ne ntenase nene nka no ntia se hwe sa wo ye kra na wonyem ni wie no wo ba ko ntimi nya hwe busuanfo nbe for so mo ma yero mate
yo
one of the dangerous things to do on earth is to kick against families' objections when it comes to marital decisions.
You.
When a family says for our religious continuation, you can break the chain from being a Jehovah's Witness to a charismatic wife, and you try it, you destroy the family.
Sir, and your happiness should be because of something, and yet a blood.
As a matter of fact, you don't have happiness.
You can change religion. You can change it's just with blood relation and
perfect. As a matter of fact, you don't have anything called happiness. Your happiness is the family, Kala and Vic. And the happiness, even when your family gives you up, it is for a reason. To change the destiny of the family.
We'll be staying somewhere. It will be only you and your partner.
Yes.
The family now penance is why the patrono. But deep down, no one penny patrono. When they now war right, so they be able to watch drinking.
Unfortunately for us, nobody marries without the endorsement of the family. Because when you carry the things to Vic's house, they call her Ajobi. Va po. Inchua ekoya babe hello. Me a hello. Fofo hello. The family have collected the things, the request they made, and they're asking you, should we collect it from those young men? And you say yes. No woman and no man goes to, I didn't marry my wife. It's my family that want to marry her for me. No matter what I brought her, whatever it is. So when the family say we have a religious reason why we say you cannot marry a Muslim, and you say it's love is the message, and the message is love.
Love is enough.
Share! Obana pada! When you have a firstborn out of this unwanted, non-religious marriage, when children start coming out, you understand the family. They say because of religion, this guy is not compatible for you. Sister, if this is the only guy that is in the world, live as a spinster for them.
Wow. For them to be married to their wives and their husbands and they'll be happy. Then because of
You see, you are being stubborn. Because they say they don't want this one, you have decided this is the only thing you want on earth. Are you serious? There are other available men who religiously maybe no, they say they don't like a JWT. They have not kicked against SDA. They have not kicked against Catholic. You brought a JW and they say they don't want JW. So try an SDA.
Matters of the heart. Who could try you?
Heart.
Is it that easy?
It's easy because you see, the expedition to the family kingdom should give you that compatibility. We don't want errors in this family. Don't come and say, yes, she's an Ewe, but a Christian and a prayer warrior. She's still an Ewe.
You see, Enamika said, when it's tribe, you can't change. It's different. But religion, no. If the person is a Christian, the person is sit down and talk to the person.
Talk to who?
Too, no, because I'm saying the man try other ladies.
No.
But still now.
No, he's been a hypocrite, trying to punish the family. And some of them, they'll finish and say, they won't agree, get pregnant from me and they will learn sense. Kalu,
simple method.
That you have a child to punish them. A young lady today is about 46 years old. She's regretting she had a child to punish the father. At 46, I don't regret you. Because when the father say don't go, before you say men go say this, you say me don't no go what I would tell you. I don't know who's a So I'm saying that if they say you are not compatible religiously, and that is why they will not agree for you to marry this person, don't punish yourself with the family. Move on. This one, I say move on. They don't like a certain religion. They don't like the Muslim religion. They are Muslims, and they say continue in the Muslim fraternity. Don't go and bring any other person again. Change your game. Are you not a man? Are you not a beautiful girl? Are others not interested in you? Do you want to tell me that the only people who are interested in you are this particular religion? You are only trying to punish the family. At the end of the day, you are punishing yourself. I tell you that if you marry people that families are against, I give you first 5 years. You will enjoy the marriage. Between the 6th year, whatever they told you they don't want, you will see it. Don't ignore families and go and marry that is matters of the heart. Do you have a heart?
Sometimes this family, when they realize how good the union is, how understanding the two of you, they change their mind about it. Intenye de biana sometimes they say mo painting no omo kwaswa. So mo betina se won say oh maybe we be buana he with every parent so ye can ye catch awofo no. So wo back of father bi ba hwe ni interest no. Oba ne be buano, be ma ne be buano. Ne baby ofi na wo mpa. Can reason it, work on it, advise them, guide them. That is what the parent does.
Yeah, man of advice, no. Yes, say yam pay, yam advice. Say yam pay. Microphone. Yam pay.
Otina say, on ebe money ni ajo, on ebe money amakoye.
Watch out, to move on and find someone or tisano.
And the family says, we don't want.
Are you marrying for the family?
Yes.
You're marrying for the family?
Yes.
We marry for the family?
Yes. No. We marry for the continuation of procreation. Vicky.
But marry Vicky, to make your family happy.
No, if you why when you marry, you're marrying because the extension of the family is from you.
Yes, but you don't marry to make your family happy.
But if you marry and the extension is not coming, are we happy?
It will come.
No, if
but
it doesn't,
I want my happiness.
So I don't want to call any child Isaka, Memona. Now, Onana no money. I knew. Me back
well, supposed to be Joseph and
Ezekiel. That is being stereotyped.
Zachariah.
Me wo opia we ni fie ni kwani mu. So when ni nature or say or any parents na penny papa no ma no. Na ni open na nkasa wo ho. We just any papa na kwa why na tete do.
No, she's not doing it. On your biao or yeah no.
Yeah, born a tougher. Oh, yeah, sorry, so you
she will pay the price for it.
Yeah, born a tougher.
She.
No when you no kwhwe ni je bia
wo. No why their pretenses.
Hey. Obi akofani childhood love na pretend.
Childhood love.
Take home.
You're tickling yourself and laughing. Childhood love. You know childhood love.
Take home.
Nkwala do. Ask Kala. Nkwala do.
Why me?
This GSS love.
Take home. Me I can say a man na yes is Z generation for. Ye ni mu ye bibi pe na mo kan area it's not ladylike. Vicky be catch Kala be catch Councillor be catch Councillor Lutra be catch. Oba de we need ye bibi a yenko gina nka na wo de woti wa so afidie si wo so na wo na wo ka na ne me ye say no miamia me say eh oba ugu hu ni mu asi o you see your friends in social media it doesn't forget and you don't know the man who come into your life so I say me na wo ka no kra na ye ne kasa kwan bi madam fu bi na o de wa gia bobo so ada wo kwa na oni obi ada obi a ne obi o ne body count ne do so yes obi anim enye wo kwa na oba kire say wo de please don't do that so that the men will be comfortable coming near you. Yes also can say so wo konyo obi na wo dona mesrew fa sa nyama na ehu hie ni na fa to nchen somebody who can help you to move on in life obo kwakodi sikechi ekodi nyama bi owi abon say all what I was chasing no menyama na bro so but I lost the one I love ebedu echi no omukwe ni mu anku 60 70 now that wa now we am hyehyw don't do that go for the one that will make you happy ni pe ba be din na say wasasi so mediani Councillor Perfect on all social media thank you
no credit eno ana Perfect aka no ba obi a wale no credit enti mimi no credit ni mami bia wo hwa oba ene obi bia say da cho ma hwa wo ye wudini dibi sidai wa hwa ho mami abrewa wakotena abroche 20 years oba be manam Ghana ha wa yesa ontumi nko obeso be fa no ko ye hwe bra akole yi bre wo every second enyemi anka wanko abrochire enyemi anka wanko abrochire ena mi bi say scan £1 na de bre me wana no ba abrochire ha ye tete wo sa hear me mesrew obi nkase men hwe o maame obi nkase men hwe o papa ba me ka kire maame ni papa ne se embrantie ni mayo ne ebre diabetes e duro mo to ti so mo no mo yale me nkase me mo hwam wo ba yenya abotre se kakra bi ba won nsem a Yebom, save something for your future and still take care of them so that we don't grow to become burdened by you. If you make us your burden, you pick up phones and call us. And told him some minute and they say, hey, Emily Daniel Papa Ja, woman, I'm sure more. Be oba, my tombo dear, any force. I shall be man son. And then shall be there, shall be a me da, shall be a me da. Yami was slow my family go, Yami my family go, me work away, yes, Kalu. Oh, shab friend DB. Me finding you into your fees. Say perfect wig in a year of no fees no ha. To your half. For half quarter wig no so. Look good. Be happy. So that you don't become a burden to us. The other part is that if you're watching me and you have anything called love for anybody and there's a family conflict, listen to your family. Whether it's tribal issues, religious issues, color issues, height issues. Because you can take a guy home. Now I'm your friend. Hey, Calabra. What's the way there? Where do I? 40. We are sure. Papa, we. I'm 40.
Any no, counsel to be honest. Any what do you work as in a chair? What do you work as or short? Where to any
minimum Lucy. Who am I from my fella? Say we he's more than 40. Interrogating the age, you know. I'm past who say, ah, are you sure you are 40? Actually, my actual age is 44, but because I'm short, then he confirms your mother's problem. You don't know whether to go and tell Mama, I am poor, or you're 43, Macatro, or you're Kakura, or we see it will maybe a pedal. Never my Juma, and your Juma, maybe 2 on 0277 609 644. Miss Rao. I did be another say, I went to Mendy. Men go do na guess here, but municipal 0277. Udi Obeka 609 644. Guess in the so video cassette, and I dated my boss, and that is why I've been able to be at where I am today. As my young come, can pay 0277. I shall body be chow 609 Miss Bear Jody 644. Facebook watching. Also, dear.
Hello, Minishika. Shout out to my madam for police. I post na kowa. I saw only coffee in normal shame. Maybe I best ramo. For the meantime, let me enjoy me special way.
Special time. Ed. Yo, Madam Bias, Madam Guest, a counselor, perfect. Ajekum. Me in-law, no, me in-laws, the only 2 or sets we swear. And a counselor, George Luther's future husband, my future husband, right? My husband, a macho man.
Was it?
And another in-law, so a color something, so
depression time is over.
It will be Biase. Meda, wow, share, and particularly as now, Madam Executive Producer, Dr. Father Dixon, I say, General Manager, Lawyer Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy, I say, my Director, Mr. Roger Quote, thank you, my producers, Gladys Nusofia, Meda, Boama, I say, and I snow, I say, Meda, Isaac, Obey, switch, and I say, Meda, your cameraman, your soundman, your lightsman, your set designers, and they be making sure it's a red light show bar so maybe as a dark as and come mama a beauty product by Eve or no obey me trini and mammy come on me the fatty as I saw me makeup at the mammy a mania couture. Yes, to say your friend or a crochet bar GH, crochet bar GH. You call Instagram and social media be now such a crochet bar GH. I'll be no style be a person or you be more be a bit to me a day and mouth. Come a Christmas baby or so now beach wear snake or evening seductive wears our best day a brave bogus name is so. Oh, your friend me Vicky. Zugana Umre, me draw curtains na me da obia sibium na nyankopom ye adom na se next week betwe ya e besa the red light show the shell baby will be me da 400 as say o manage me yo nyamisha no nyawa kuma swade nyina emfa ma makra